And welcome back, guys. I'm going to show you how to make tasty air fry salmon and delicious mashed potatoes. Enjoy. So I'm starting with the premium Atlantic salmon. I got that from Walmart. I do highly recommend this salmon over the cheaper salmon just because you get what you pay for, and it definitely does taste a lot better. I'll definitely let you see the final product towards the end. The two pieces there that you see wrapped, they have been under refrigeration. So I took them out of the freezer and they've been under refrigeration for about 7 to 8 hours. So those two on the side that are individually packaged, they are ready to go. Just showing you what kind of salmon I bought and what is quality. So I definitely would recommend this particular salmon. And like I said, I did get it from Walmart, and it is Walmart brand. These are the potatoes that I'm using to make the mashed potatoes. I also like the russet potatoes. They didn't have any of those, so we kind of had to go with the baking potatoes, but these will do just fine. But if they have russet, those are my favorite, but they didn't have that, so these are a good second replacement. So I washed my hands and I've washed off my potatoes. I'm only doing enough for one meal, so about one serving, but this is probably going to get me 2 servings. If you don't know, baking potatoes are pretty large, but I probably will have some left over, but we're just going to use these two to start our mashed potatoes. So my potatoes are peeled using a potato peeler, and now it is time to slice them up. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to get the potatoes in slices like so, just so they're easy enough to mash when you have them in the pot. Now we've transferred our sliced potatoes into our pot, and we are going to let this sit and broil for about 45 minutes. And as you can see, it's about 45 minutes later, and our sliced potatoes are cooking very well. We are going to drain the water, well, at least most of the water. I believe about a 1/4 cup of water in it, so it's easier to mash. And then we'll pour the rest of the water out. So these are the 2 magic ingredients that I use for my mashed potatoes. Yes, you can make mashed potatoes without milk. I do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this light country crock. You can use regular butter or the regular country crock. I just happen to like the light. I put about a 1/4 cup of this Mexican style cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like, sharp, mild. I just prefer this 4 cheese Mexican style. I use it a lot, so this is my preferred. But with the butter, that's kind of the magic here. Use about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the butter just to get it nice and soft. And then what I'll do in the end is I'll sprinkle a few scallions on top. I like onions, so I'll do that, but you don't have to use these scallions. You can actually just leave that out. But I'll show you at the end of the video. So I've poured out majority of my water, and I've left about a 1/4 cup of water in the potatoes, and I've added about 3 tablespoons of butter, and we are going to mash. So I've washed my hands, and I'm literally taking a giant spoon and kind of mashing the potatoes. And as you can see, we're slowly, surely getting there. So we've mixed in our cheese, some salt and pepper, and as you can see, it is coming along well. And these are the seasonings that I used: ground paprika, salt-free seasoning, Old Bay, lemon pepper, and cayenne pepper. The two that really make it or give it that blackened look would be the cayenne and the paprika. So you don't want to skip those two. If you're not a fan of spice at all, then you might want to leave out the Old Bay. But if you're looking for like a blackened look, I would definitely keep the paprika and definitely keep the cayenne pepper. So I washed my hands and I've coated the salmon just enough to cover both sides with the ingredients shown. So just wanted to show that you can choose to use foil or not use foil for your air fryer basket. I would definitely check the manufacturer manual to see if they say not to, but most air fryers you can put foil or not. It's kind of your discretion. The foil does help with the cleanup versus just laying the salmon in the basket. But like I said, you can definitely choose to put the foil in, or you can just basically take it out and just lay it in the basket. Your choice. So we've washed our hands, we've cleaned our basket. For video purposes, we put the salmon directly into the basket without the foil. But like I said, that's your call if you choose to line your basket with foil or not. But just for video purposes, we just put the salmon directly into the basket. So we've got the salmon in the air fryer. And I put mine on 390 for 14 minutes. And depending on who you ask, some folks would say to put your salmon on 390 for 10 to 12 minutes. It just depends on how crispy you like yours. I like mine a little crispy around the edges, so I do 14, but you can do between 10 to 12 depending on who you ask. But I wouldn't go past 14 though. So this is 14 minutes in the air fryer on 390 and they are beautiful. And this is the finished product. I have some Jack Daniel's whiskey glaze on the salmon that's giving it that look. And I just have it on a bed of those mashed potatoes we just made. And the green things that you see in it are of the scallions. If you don't like scallions or onions, just leave it off. So I'm showing you what kind of whiskey sauce I put on top of the salmon. I highly recommend this stuff. It definitely doesn't taste exactly like the Fridays brand if you ever had Jack sauce directly from Fridays, but it definitely is a close second. It is really, really good. And this is what I put on top of the salmon to give it some glaze, to give it some extra flavor. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help my channel. Thanks again.